Hello everybody! Today's vlog is about me, a degenerate, with my fellow degenerates. And we're in Ikebukuro buying porn. Yay! Yeah, you can say porn, I think. Okay, so Ikebukuro is actually where girls buy porn for girls. I don't want to say porn. It's like Doujinshi, which is like fan-made porn. It's art. It's art. It's art. So like, and it's just a really good place for girls to just come, hang out, meet friends, and it's kind of like a safe environment. I really, really like it. And yeah, also maybe buy some. I don't know anything about this, but I don't want to call you guys pros because of the content matter. But you're very esteemed in this art form. In fact, Nicole, your friend who lives in America, right?
Yes.
She actually sells her stuff in Japan sometimes.
Yes, she sells. She draws Doujinshi, the fan comics,
Yeah.
and she sells it here for like a while now, like 5 or 6 years.
I just think it's really cool that like that's something people can do, and like I don't think a lot of foreign people know this is something you could do. Like you could sell your stuff here. Like
Yeah, you don't need to speak Japanese if your art is good. I mean, you can get it translated, and you can. There's a lot of ways to do it.
I think that's wonderful. Yeah.
To really like, you can do it from any country, I think.
And Tabea's been telling me a lot about the system here because I just come and like wander around, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah,
but, like,
I've been to a few stores and they have a lot of different kinds, like Chinese, Korean, Japanese, manga, manhwa, or the doujinshi. So that's really interesting. Like you can get a lot of different things around the topic here in Ikebukuro.
Teach me, master. Okay, so this is the big book off. If you go this way and past that crossing, across that street, you'll find Otomedori. I guess it's called like Maiden Street, and that's where you'll find all the porn for girls. Yay! We need energy before we can buy porn, so we're gonna eat here. This is called Einsof, and it's actually a vegan cafe. They do a lot of gluten-free stuff too. This is really cool. I got this gluten-free brownie, and I think it's also vegan, and a little chai tea. I love the glasses. It looks like it's suspended in ice. More members. Yay. Okay, what do you guys want to do next? You want to go like, I don't know, we don't mind looking at cosplay. There's a lot of like cosplay stores here too.
I mean, we can do like a circle around through all the stores. There's like
Troll the streets
there's
for
that
set.
one long street, and then you can also like kind of loop around back where the cosplay store is.
Tabea said she wanted to go to the BL cafe. I didn't say that. It was Tabea. Tabea said that.
Go. We can go in the evening. It opens at 10.
I bet they do. Have you?
Actually, no, I haven't.
Are you a regular?
Definitely.
You went there before, didn't you, Nicole?
I went to the BL cafe. It was a really long time ago, like maybe 7, even 8 years ago. So I'm actually surprised it's still around. It was great. Like you can pick, of course they have like regular food, like little snacks and things, and then they have some menu items that include like a scene, or like they'll do something.
Because BL is like, okay, in case nobody knows, BL stands for Boys Love. So I guess you can, the whole point
It's
of
like
this cafe, you go there.
I forget what they called it, but it was like, for example, we ordered Pocky, the little Pocky.
It's the Pocky game.
They can do Pocky game, and then they can ask you like, what kind of situation do you want us to be in? Like, you can describe the entire plot.
Like, you're the senpai, you're in the library, your kohai comes in.
Yeah, you can like,
Really?
When we went,
I thought it was just like really soft.
basically, they also have like books everywhere. So when me and my friend went, we just picked up a book from the wall. We flipped open a page and found something that looked like really spicy, and we just showed them. We're like, "Can you do this?" And they were like,
And they did that for you? This is disgusting. I'm not sure I want to go anywhere near this place.
So it was great, but the only kind of bad point is you stay there for an hour, and there's a charge for that hour. And if you stay longer than an hour, you have to pay the charge again. so when we got there, it took us a little time to decide what we wanted to order. And after we ordered it, it took a really, really, really long time for them to bring the food, for them to do that.
How much did you spend?
In the end, because we ended up going over the hour because we were still waiting for our food.
Yeah.
We had to pay the charge again. I think for us both to eat like probably some little food that we ordered with a drink or something, we probably each spent about 4,000 or 5,000 yen.
Oh yeah, that's a lot for like an hour a bit.
For like considering we only had like a coffee and watched
Yeah.
these two boys eat coffee. So if I went again,
A
I
fool
think
is easily parted from his money.
it was. We got what we were promised, but I think
Did you?
unless it's changed, you have to really like when you get there, you have to order what you want. Like,
Okay.
immediately. Otherwise, they're just gonna like take their slow, sweet time.
Nicole's degenerate tips. Okay, so this cafe is actually vegan. As you probably realize, I'm not vegan, but I do try to be as vegan as I possibly can. And when I'm at home, I tend to use like almond milk or oats milk and try to eat less and less meat. And honestly, just vegan food is very delicious. However, it can be a little bit expensive, and this cafe is a little bit expensive, honestly. But I think, you know, like this, particularly if you are vegan, you don't really have a lot of options. But it seems like the last few years there are a lot more vegan options in Tokyo, and I think that's a really good thing. Oh my God, is this an anti-vax protest? It can't be. Oh my God, it is! Guys, a wild anti-vax protest. They're not wearing masks. They're not wearing masks. There's a cosplayer. No, there's cosplayers. Okay, what I don't get is that vaccines aren't even mandated here. You don't even have to have one. I work with an anti-vaxxer. Like, you don't have to have it. I don't know why they're... It's so bizarre. It's so... Why are they cosplaying? Why are they cosplaying? Oh, no, of them. There are so many. Look how happy they are. Why are they so happy? They're dancing. They're dancing around. This is so bizarre.
You know, I hate to say not to slash it. Look, sometimes the world just works the way the world works.
Why is it the people that don't wear masks are the ugliest? Right, like the real crime here is that my gorgeous face is hidden, but like it's always the ugliest people that like want to be no mask. Like, don't get it. Guys, let's let them distract us. We have a quest. We are here. There's like 5 K-Bix. It's not this one. The one we're going to is up those stairs.
And below it is...
Oh, below it is the Butler Cafe. Please watch my other video about the time I went on a date with a butler. He was from this cafe actually, but today we're going here. They were going to the toilet. Why are they walking outside of the Butler goods store? Can you explain yourself? You said you were going to the toilet. What's all the
we went to the toilet and then we thought like we just look inside the Butler Cafe's gift store and see like if they had any cookies, and they did.
Yeah, cookies. Okay, did you buy cookies?
And then the nice butler was teaching us about the history of scones.
Oh, I bet he was. I bet he was.
And she's never had a scone. So
I've never had a scone.
Oh, well, yeah.
he
Oh, they'll
told
give
us
you a
what
scone,
it would be
alright.
good with,
I'm
and
ashamed of
Showing us all
you.
the jams and
Did you
everything.
even go to the bathroom?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Okay, I'll let you off. I bought some porn. Yay! I might show you guys later if you're lucky. I know, I'm a bit embarrassed. Like, even buying it was embarrassing. It was like, I don't know. And like, they had to write down the serial number for all of the books I bought. I'm like, am I going to be put on some kind of list? Okay, my friend wants to buy something from anime. Anime kind of scares me a bit. I don't know, it's very serious. There's a lot of porn. I don't know what Tabea bought, but it looks heavy. You bought lots of porn?
What?
Did you buy lots of porn?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, and what?
6, 7. It's study material, like to study Japanese.
Right, no, me too. Yeah, you tell yourself that. Let's go. Okay, so I went in anime, which usually terrifies me because people are very serious. And normally you go in there with the intent of knowing what you want. So everyone's very serious about it. But it wasn't that bad actually, and I think it's really nice how people just buy things unashamedly. Like we were in the boys love section, and there's even like high school boys buying stuff, like older women buying stuff, and like no one's ashamed about it. And I think that's really nice. I think we accidentally came upon this like imported snack store, and I'm gonna buy a lot of snacks. They have like Hershey's and stuff like that. They have Toblerone, which we do not have in Japan, and they have Maltesers. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Maltesers. Nicole, what are you getting? You guys all getting salt and vinegar crisps too? I didn't know they had those in America. Got my snacks, got my porn. Gonna go home and I guess have a look at what I got. Hi everybody, I am back home and I have my doujinshi. Honestly, it was a really hectic day, particularly with like that random anti-vax rally that just trundled on through. And it was just really, really cold and my friends all got really hungry. I wanted to go home, but there was a lot more I wanted to talk about. I wanted to have like an open discussion about doujinshi. Maybe I'll do it next time. Let me know what you think. Oh yeah, I quite often refer to what I was buying as porn, but honestly, like a lot of doujinshi isn't porn. Same with fan fiction really. Like when someone says they're reading fan fiction, in my head I'm thinking of something really spicy. But like I read a lot of fan fiction and it doesn't have any sex or romance in it at all. I read a lot of Lord of the Rings fan fiction and stuff like that. So like it's just like another art form. So yeah, I'll see what I got. They're done. Okay, it's actually really embarrassing. I didn't really know what I was doing, and buying the books, I obviously couldn't film in there because obviously people don't want to be filmed when they're looking at stuff like this, and a lot of shops in Japan don't let you film, particularly shops like this. But when you're buying them, it all looks like this, and you have to slide them out one by one. So honestly, it does take a very long time, and it was very hot in there, and also it's a little bit embarrassing. So I just I don't know, just grab some things. Yeah, let's see. Okay, first of all, when I got there, they were advertising a lot of Fire Emblem stuff. I'm playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses now. I've completed it twice, and I'm probably gonna do my 3rd playthrough. So like, I got some Fire Emblem stuff. This one actually it doesn't have any sex in it. It's just like, it's really cute. It's just like a cute little story about the characters interacting, which is great. I got one more Fire Emblem book, which is a little bit more spicy. I mean, it wasn't that bad. There's like one blowjob in it, which is pretty tame. So yeah, this one's actually BL. This one, oh my god, because I was just surprised that they had so much Western stuff, because the last time I visited that K-Books is probably about 5 years ago, maybe a little bit more, and at that time they didn't have so much Western stuff, but this time they had like tons of series, like Marvel stuff, Sherlock Holmes, the series, like they also had like Lord of the Rings. They had a lot of fantasy stuff, they had tons of superhero stuff. Honestly, there was even like Riverdale and Sabrina and stuff like that. I was really surprised. This one's Harry Potter. And I got it just to show it as an example, because obviously for a lot of reasons I don't really engage with Harry Potter anymore, but I thought this was fine because it's just like fan made or whatever, and I thought it was Harry Potter and I thought it was like an original character, but then it turns out that this is Harry Potter's dad, James Potter, and this is Snape, and this is about when they were in school and they had like a secret crush on each other. I didn't know this when I bought it, and I feel really embarrassed about it. Yeah, I did have a look, and I will say something I'm learning about doujinshi is obviously because it's fan made, like there is a huge difference in quality. Like particularly the Fire Emblem books that I picked up, the art inside is very consistently good, and like the art style stays the same, whereas like other things I picked up, like the art style sometimes changes, or like it's not particularly well made. But I kind of like it too, because it's like obviously it's fan made, and that's something to think about, because I know most people go to these places, they already know what they're gonna buy. They have like a favorite artist and stuff like that. I was just going in completely blind. Yeah, so I got those, and I also picked up some Thor and Loki things. Okay, so actually the first fan fiction I ever read was about Thor, and I didn't know that like fan fiction had sex in it. So I read a bunch of them of just about like his adventures, and then once I was reading it and he started to have sex with his brother, and yeah, not gonna lie, I kind of liked it, so I kept reading stuff like that. And yeah, this is very, very cute and wholesome. The art style is a lot more like comic books than manga. And this one, I actually made a mistake. This is a mistake that you can also make when you're buying doujinshi, is this is actually just like a book. So yeah, like I tried reading it and like I got through some of it, but honestly reading whole Japanese books is not like, is too hard for me right now. Like it's long. But it seems very spicy. It actually is more spicy than the actual doujinshi that I bought. Oh yeah, they did give me this really cute postcard, which is a very nice little touch. At that time I think it was like 40% off, so I got a bunch of doujinshi for like around 2,000 yen, which is pretty good. I feel like I'm supporting local artists. Yeah, I did learn a lot of things actually about buying stuff like this, like fan-made content, was obviously because the quality in everything I bought is very, very different. Next time before I go in, I would search like popular artists, popular just books in the genre, and maybe that could narrow down the kind of thing I'm looking for, because there's so many different art styles. Like obviously the Thor ones are kind of a little bit more comic booky. And the Harry Potter one's hilarious because on the back it even says 800 galleons instead of 800 yen, which is very funny. And like the first, I only read one other Harry Potter doujinshi, and it was hilarious because they were drawn nothing like the characters they were supposed to be. They were all huge with giant yaoi hands. And it was Harry and Draco, and I remember Harry being like, Draco senpai, why are you here in the library? And like Draco kabedoning him. It was very anime and very, very funny, and it was very hard to like be absorbed in that kind of world, because it was very, very different aesthetic from actual Harry Potter. And I think this suffered a lot of the same. Like Harry Potter's dad dresses up as like a catboy in a maid uniform. It was just very bizarre. Didn't hate it, but yeah, probably this is less of the thing that I would probably go for. I'm not gonna like obviously open the books and read from them because I think like there's copyright issues, and sometimes the artist also just doesn't want you to do that, so we're not doing that. But the covers are really pretty. I also like wanted to talk about, when I was talking about specifically like BL, boys love, and Yuri lesbian content with someone who reads those kind of things but was also gay themselves, they said that they felt it was kind of hypocritical for Japan to make so much of that content and profit from it, and the main audience is obviously mostly like women. However, like the gay community has quite a hard time in Japan, and like we're really not there yet with rights. People can't even really get properly married yet or get like visas for their spouses. So it's just a shame that like in one area they do quite well and in others they don't. And yeah, it is very, very hypocritical, but at the same time I do know a lot of like younger gay men who could find and explore themselves through this kind of media. So I think it is very much a double-ended sword. Let me know what you think about this. I would like to have a more open discussion about this someday with more people. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. This is a very like airy fairy video. It was kind of all over the place, but honestly I had a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you for watching, and as always, please subscribe.